Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video, and I really don't think this should have been a surprise to anybody, but we do have the price point for Red Dead Redemption on PC, and it is $50. I had speculated that it would be $50, and it's pretty obvious that it was going to be $50 because Rockstar has done delayed releases on PC before, and how it always works is whenever their game ultimately does come out on PC, it's at the price point that it launched for initially. So Red Dead Redemption came to Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 4 last year for $49.99, and that's the version you have to really look at, as that's the version that's relevant at this point, and that they're regularly promoting. I had expected it to be $49.99, even if it's coming out 14 months after that release. I know you could look at, oh, it's coming out 14 years after the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 release, but that was just for the standard game. This is with Undead Nightmare. This has got the bells and whistles of the other releases, higher frame rate, etc., etc. If you know Rockstar, you know that it wasn't going to be priced at $30. They just don't play the game that way, and they know how hotly anticipated a game like this on PC is. I obviously am for games being cheaper, but if you look at it from Rockstar's lens, what are they? They are a business that their objective is to make as much money as possible, and I am just going to tell you guys, it would have been just the most insane business malpractice to price this at $29.99. Would they have done a solid to the consumer? Yes. Do they give a damn about doing a solid to the consumer? No. The reality is people are gonna buy this game at $50 on PC. I am very, very confident that the week this comes out, it is going to be the top seller on Steam. I am sorry, Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered. I don't think you are going to be the top seller on Steam the week Red Dead Redemption comes out, and I think people are gonna spend $50 on the game. Ultimately, they will discount the game, and it'll probably hit $29.99 or $24.99, and they'll never discount the game even further. That's generally how Rockstar does. They have their games hit like a basement price threshold, and then it never gets any lower than that. Like Red Dead 2's been $20 since, forever. GTA 5 hit $14.99 and it's not gonna go cheaper, so on and so forth. These games hit that, like, low level that Rockstar is comfortable with, and then they're like, alright, GG, no re, you ain't getting it for any cheaper. Also, I'm just talking about it from a business standpoint. If you price it at $49.99, you then have the window of opportunity to be like, alright, now we can put it 20% off, and look at that, you can get it for $39.99. Then, months after that, they can put it 30% off. Oh my goodness, it's $34.99. Then it's 40% off for $29.99, and naturally, people are gonna continue to buy. That's the way that these delayed releases just generally work on PC. That's why you see Sony even release their games at $60. Sony at least does you a solid, and, like, for example, God of War Ragnarok is at least $10 cheaper than it was at launch on PlayStation 5, but Rockstar ain't about to price this at $29.99. I had a buddy message me saying that he thought it was going to be $60 or $70. It wasn't going to be that, given that, again, we have a point of reference. It was $50 on Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 4 when it initially came out, and you know what? Like, I am prone to being hypocritical when it is about a game that I am very excited for, or that I desperately want. For example, with Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, that game baked in the early access gimmick, and I was definitely not as critical about that game having the early access gimmick than I have been for other games, like even a Silent Hill 2. That is because I am human, and I am led to have my biases towards games and experiences. Sparking Zero was going to be one of them. Red Dead Redemption 1 is one of them. I'm sorry, they're getting my $50. This is one of my favorite games of all time, and even though I like Red Dead 2 better, love John Marston as a character, loved Red Dead 1 when I played it in 2010. I literally played it when it came out, and loved the game. And you got Undead Nightmare here. No online component, which is, I guess, a little bit of a bummer, especially when you've got a $50 price tag. I am just hoping that it is a quality PC version. The system requirements do have me a little bit concerned, but ultimately, like, now I'm well above the system requirements, as most people, I think, are, but it's a PlayStation 3 game recommending an RTX 2070. Like, what are we doing here? This game should be able to run at 60 FPS 4K on, like, a GTX 1070 or 1060, I would think. A 1060 is, like, the recommended range that I would think would be apt for a game like this. But you know, if you don't want to pick it up right away, add it to the wish list. There are so many games coming out that you're gonna have plenty of opportunity to get high quality titles, and if you don't get Red Dead 1 right away, it's not the end of the world. Really, I'm gonna play it right when it launches, but between Metaphor, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, I want to get to Silent Hill 2, and there's other games coming out. Like, I'll probably play Call of Duty Black Ops 6. There's so many high-quality titles. Sonic X Shadows Generations, I'm definitely going to play that. So on and so forth. There are just so many big games coming out that, you know, Red Dead 1, even with that, I would say it's going to be a game that I'll personally check out, and I do believe it's going to sell north of 1 million copies right off the rip, but ultimately, there's so many options for high-quality games at this point that, you know, if you don't pick it up for $50, while it has been long anticipated, it is something that you can wait on a sale for. You can get it for $30 down the line, and you'll be fine with that. And to be honest, it probably won't hit $30 for quite a while because it goes on sale on the PlayStation Store, but even on the PlayStation Store, it readily is $34.99, and it's been 14 months since that game has been out on the PS4, and it only gets down to $35. So if you're expecting it to get down to $30 very quickly, I don't think that is going to be the case. And, you know, it's a Rockstar title, like I said. The GTA trilogy, the deepest discount you're going to get for that is $30. GTA 5 at this point, it's been out for almost a decade. That's $14.99 regularly, and maybe, you know, 7 years from now, Red Dead Redemption will be at the $14.99 territory, but I really think it's going to take a lot longer than people think. I generally have a good understanding on what publishers have their games hold up in price for quite a while, and Rockstar is just one of them. Red Dead 2, yeah, it gets down to $20 now, but it took years for it to get to that threshold. And there are just certain games that hold up in price a lot longer. Cyberpunk 2077, that game's been out for 4 years, and the deepest discount you're going to get it for is $29.99. You can get it for 50% off. And Red Dead 1 is probably going to be in the category where it's going to be a hefty pickup, as long as, you know, even if it's not a decent PC port. Like, I was about to say, even as long as it's a decent PC port, but Red Dead 1 on PS4 when it initially came out was kind of trash. It wasn't even 60 FPS, it was locked to 30 FPS, then they ultimately patched it, so on and so forth, but it was 30 FPS, and they still charged a premium for that, and this being $49.99, there's a chance that it could be bad. GTA Trilogy was bad and they charged $60 for it. Like, you just don't know with Rockstar, especially when they're outsourcing these older games to get ported. It can be a little bit of a crap show and a little bit of a clown show, so keep that in mind as well. But that'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. As always, interested to hear what you guys think, especially if you're going to be picking this up day one. If you're going to... I know some of you guys have already played it in terms of, you know, you could do whatever to get the game running on your PC. And I'm sure that there will be other ways to access this game, even the native PC version. But that'll do it for me. Your thoughts down below. As always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.